What's good? It's Chigozy, Sunday, February 9th, 2020. Here we have more contrived propaganda. Today's the day with 51 numerology, conspiracy equals 51. So we have another truth teller going missing in Wuhan. Truth telling, conspiracy, that type of stuff. And then they even have this. Iowa conspiracy theories show U.S. has bigger problems than foreign interference. They've always had bigger problems than foreign interference. That's what I've been trying to say this whole time on my channel. This is one of the bigger problems. They're contriving fake news propaganda. The NYPD is putting on a play, an assassination attempt ritual. This is literally a riddle, a play, a theatrical performance from the NYPD. They're passing it off as genuine, using it to deceive you, lead you down the path of their agenda, their police state agenda. So that's the bigger problem. The state of Iowa is a conspiracy. It's stolen, turned into a plot of land used for Masonic rituals on a daily basis. Here, this piece of Scottish Rite Freemasonic police propaganda.
On a police officer in New York City.
I mean, look how they're even selling it to you. Chaos 46, Sacrifice 46, 46-second video, updated at 11:30. Scottish equals 113, dishonest, green screen, mainstream, bullshit, politics. Bava Kama 113a says it's okay for a Jew to circumvent a Gentile through deception in a legal setting. That is exactly what's going on right here. You're being deceived by these Freemasons in the NYPD. They even have assassination attempt in quotes. Assassination attempt. And that's what? A type of conspiracy in a sense. They have these conspiracy branded propaganda events on date with 51 numerology right here in the front page. Truth teller going missing in Wuhan. They literally use the word right here, Iowa conspiracy, and they have to use the word theories after it for the additional programming flair. And then they have an assassination attempt with the NYPD. One more time, conspiracy equals 51. If you're new to this channel, this is how this works. C is the third letter, O is the 15th, 1 plus 5 is 6. So you just reduce each letter to a single digit. S is the 19th, 1 plus 9 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. That's the only letter you reduce up to 2 times. When you add these resulting values together, you get 51. Conspiracy equals 51. Today is what? 2 plus 9 plus 20 plus 20, that's 51. And that's the theme of the propaganda today. That is why I like to make these types of almost daily videos. Or daily. Sometimes I'll go on a streak of making a video 7 days in a row or something, and you'll see. But that's besides the point. You see how they're putting this out by the numbers. Assassination attempt equals 66. When you read out 33, you get 66. United States of America 132, Catholic Church 132, AA 11. Second NYPD officer shot less than a day after assassination attempt. 2 were shot. And why is it 2? When you read out 2, you get 58, like Freemasonry. There's something with these numbers in assassination attempt, though, they're really trying to code that more than what I'm seeing. Police equals 102, like assassination attempt. Police, this is from the police. They put out by the numbers ritual. When you reverse applicable order, A is 26, Z is 1, police equals 102. Remember when S is the 19th letter, you reduce it up to 2 times, reducing it once, making it 10. Adding the resulting values gives you 102. Like assassination attempt. It's police ritual. China is still on the front page right here. So China equals 26, 28, 35. I like to look for those numbers around their events. But again, we've had this Wuhan coronavirus every single day. So sometimes, for example, we'll have it today too, and it's about the numbers for conspiracy. They're keeping the theme going. They keep these themes going, but they'll use other numbers to talk about them. So that's why we don't have a date with 26, 28 numerology, but we still have China, because it's about the conspiracy. They have that pattern, and they want ongoing propaganda agenda, which is this coronavirus crap. British Airways smashes record for quickest subsonic flight from New York to London. Of course, again, UK smashing records in 2020. I told you already. I'll say it again and again. All these 22 branded things, look up for this year. So if you want to go back and watch all my videos from last year and all the 22s I called out, look from this year. Or if you want to save some time and quit being so skeptical, just apply this knowledge. You know that UK now equals 22. Look out for UK all throughout the propaganda this year. We've already had Meghan Markle and Prince Harry wanting to leave the royal family. We have this now. We've had plenty of things. British Airways smashes record from quick subsonic flight from New York to London. London, that's where modern Freemasonry was founded. In London, England in 1717. Mason equals 17. This is Masonic propaganda. That's also why they talk about England all the time. I think that we have something here. No, England's 57. Sometimes I wonder how they get. Oh, here we go. London 29. See, again, when in doubt, you go to the date numerology. That's why whenever I see these, I try to look at how they pair it with the date numerology. London equals 29. It's February 9th. See, London 29. That's why you always want to look for that first, because it guarantees pretty much that they're doing something. Like, it's so easy to show people. They do it literally 98% of the time. I think a good example is how we have, again, China here, but we don't have China in the date numerology. But again, it's about Wuhan, which is ongoing. And they code the conspiracy part in the media. I just explain these things so you can see my thought process. I don't like to just say, oh, this equals this equals that, this came this day from their birthday. I like to show you my thought process, why these all match up, why. Like you see, I'm trying my best to explain to anyone new here what's going on. And people who aren't new. So, for example, Masonry equals 105, Zionism equals 105. There's a 105-story tall tower in North Korea. There's a number for the Freemasons. 5 things you didn't know about the 747. I mean, come on. We have the Freemasons, Masonic 74, Jewish 74. Their compass set at 47 degrees. Time equals 47. You know, the tropics are measured at 47 degrees, 23.5 each way. 747. They just wanted to put that inside their nonsense propaganda. Masonry, 105, Zionism equals 105. And who makes the 747? I mean, I could be wrong, but I would say Boeing, because that's how they fucking number all their shit. But in case it's not, you know. But, I mean, let's be honest. Boeing manufactures the shit. You see, I mean, guys, Boeing are the Freemasons. Boeing puts out propaganda by the numbers. They participate in the stock market, rituals, the riggings by the code. That is why on February 9th, Boeing 29 is right here in London, England, propaganda. London equals 29. London, Boeing, Masonic also equals 29. You know, there's a very big presence of the Masons in where? France. Remember, Mason equals 17. Where's the 17th state? Ohio, 29. Where the Football Hall of Fame is. Football equals 29. Founded by the Freemason Camp. His last name is Camp. I hate it when I blank, because I always know his name. Walter Camp. Walter Camp, 33. Or the Camp just equals 33. He's a Scottish Rite Freemason. Here, we're talking about conspiracies, right? British, I didn't even see the headlines, but look at the date of that. British Airways smashes record. They're smashing records. So this is not a conspiracy. Well, it is, because it's contrived propaganda, but you know what I mean. Conspiracy equals 1, 2, 3. Here we have 1/2, 3, 2020. But also, that's 231. That's the 21st triangular number. Saturn 21. Saturn keeper of time. We're talking about 7447. New York 39. You know, part of this whole Saturnian time Thelemic pattern as well. At British Airway Boeing, January 23rd, 2020. Talking about Thelema, I'm here saying it's part of this Thelemic pattern. Did I not just say that? Look at the date numerology of this date. 28, 64, 44, date numerology. These people have to be kidding. We even get a date with 343 days remaining. 7 times 7 times 7 is 343, the cube of Saturn. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. What a piece of Saturnian propaganda. And how did I see that? Because it's talking about time and space and fast, speed of light, you know. Not speed of light, but, you know, moving very fast, beating speed time records. It's that whole pattern. You know, this is how it's all compartmentalized in the Freemasons' minds as well. I'm just trying to put it into English. But Thelema equals 64, 28, 44. Remember how S was the 19th letter when you reverse? H is 19. 1 plus 9 is 10. So reducing H only once, you get 44. 64, 28, like the date numerology. They honor the number 93. Saturn equals 93. Zion equals 44, 28, 64. Israel. It's that pattern. I call it the Thelemic Israel Zion pattern, because those three words equal 24. Excuse me, not 24. 28, 64, 44. And then they use these same numbers in all these rituals all throughout history. And we see it here, right here again, today, in this bullshit from Boeing, from the federal government. Unbelievable. It's just so unbelievable. And you know, the biggest clue was New York. The fact that New York was used, I was like, okay, it's gonna be that. It's gonna be that. New York. Look at that. 457, 459, 4 hours 56. Zionist 112, BA 112. See that? Zionist 112. Perfect. This is perfect pattern. Zionist 40, 140. See the red and blue pillars of Freemasonry. I kind of want to see what British Airways equals then. British equals 40. British Airways. Jerusalem equals 10. No. Yeah, it does. Jerusalem equals 104. America founded with 104. 32 numerology. Jerusalem 104, 32. British Airways 181. The 42nd prime. 98. Israel equals 98. Israel equals 98, like British Airways. Zionism 42, Masonry 42, Jesuit 42, 181 is the 42nd prime, 73 is the 21st prime, 197 is the 45th prime, 45 is the sum of Saturn's magic square, 91 is the 13th triangular number, but that 98 right there is just perfect. Israel 98. Israel 98, reverse in alphabetical order. They lace that pattern all inside here. Inside this ritual by numbers. My cat's kind of acting up. And I don't want them to hit my computer and it just like fucks up. So I'm just going to end this video anyway. I mean, we're probably 15 minutes probably. Almost. So they smashed record from quickest subsonic flight from New York to London. I'm sure Subsonic's coded. You know, we have that Sonic the Hedgehog film coming out soon too. I'm sure it's all synced up with that. Subsonic equals 102. 51. See? Subsonic equals 51. It's by the numbers. Today's the date with what? 51. Numerology. 51 numerology. Subsonic flight. Subsonic London, Boeing 29, Subsonic 51. It's by the numbers. Subsonic flight equals 65. Is this really happening? I was looking at this video length, remember the 105 video, Masonry Zionism 105? I was thinking, okay, that's also 65 seconds, but I didn't know. Subsonic flight 65, a 65-second video. When they get this specific, it just helps to show you. This is completely contrived, coded nonsense, propaganda, ritual from the Freemasons. Boeing absolutely are the Freemasons. I mean, I don't have to explain that any further. Risky trade, a part of a plan to sign Giannis. This is another actor for the Freemasons. He's wearing number 34. You know, black equals 34, murder 34. There's more to that, though. I mean, that guy might die in a murder ritual like Kobe did. Like, die early, and the whole 34 he's wearing is just all part of the script. I mean, his death, he was synced up with Kobe's death, so it's all part of the whole story. All right, so one more time, this week in 47 photos. We've already seen this, but again, we're not going to look at the photos again. We never even did. Maybe I'll do another video on that, maybe it's Sunday, might as well. This week in 47 photos, acquitted. This is an actor for the Freemasons. We'll close off with this. Donald Trump equals 48, 1 of 48. Donald J. Trump equals 148. They have Donald J. Trump right here inside some fake news propaganda. This is I don't know when I'm going to do this video, but this is a preview for when I do. We're going to look at these 47 photos. I mean, of all the times to do a video on this, we're going to do it when they have the 47 photos to emphasize the importance of this number to this Freemasonic cult. Trump equals 47, so does President. Just as a primer. White House 47, government 47. We'll see that all in the next video. This is another actor. Quit falling for the schemes from the federal government. They're here to deceive you. This guy is a piece of shit. So is Obama. So is Clinton, Bush. It doesn't matter. Get off your ass. Quit believing this nonsense. That's all I ask anyone. Stop believing the news. And the world will start changing slowly but surely. You know, and a little more action needs to be taken. But if people Just imagine if everyone, literally everyone you talk to, knew, not just knew metaphorically, because it's not a metaphor, absolutely knew that this was nothing else than 3 theatrical actors for the federal government, that the federal government is nothing else than a theatrical performance troupe put on by the Freemasons, meant to deceive you, lead you down a path of agenda. It's all symbolic theater. These people don't give a fuck about you. There's nothing they do that controls anything this nation does. It's completely fake, 110% fake. Once people see that, that means they would never vote, and that's already a big step. And that's exactly why my message is the way it is, and it's exactly why I stress. Quit believing that these are actual politicians. These are 3 stooges, 3 actors for the Catholic Church. Peace out. So remember, the plane from Boeing, British Airways smashes record for quickest subsonic flight from New York to London. This is a Thelema, Israel, Zion, Thelemic ritual. And look at what they're saying. That the plane landed where? Not at Gatwick, not at any other airport, at Heathrow. Don't even say anything. You know it could have landed at Gatwick just as well. They could have used any other airport. They're using Heathrow for this ritual. Touchdown at Heathrow at 4:43 a.m. Heathrow equals 44, 37, 98, just like Israel. Israel 44, 37, 98. That's the main pattern on this ritual. Very clear, Thelemic, Saturnian ritual from Boeing. They put out these occult rituals. You're seeing it right here. Boeing. See, they're letting you know who's putting this out. These are the Freemasons. Time equals 47. This is about the 7:47. They're breaking records. Time, space, speed. Speed is time. Time. You need time to measure speed. It's all the same type of ritual. And you see exactly what they're putting out by this Saturnian code with the Thelema numbers. And this is how you can tell. Let's type in Gatwick. Gatwick. 74, 43. Let me make sure I spelled it correctly. I could have spelled it wrong. Gatwick Airport. Yeah. Gatwick. See, I mean, it would have been nice though. It's 2/9. We see how we don't get the pattern. We don't get Saturn. We don't get Thelema. It did touch in at 4:43, and this is perfect. It shows their ritual. It could have touched in at 4:43 because it did on 2/9 at Gatwick. Maybe I don't even know if this happened 2/9, but besides the point, they could have had that. Don't you see that? But they didn't. It's not me making things work. It's Heathrow. It's with the Israel pattern, which they laced all throughout this. This entire piece is coded by those numbers. See this 1,327 kilometers per hour? Look at this number. I did a little digging on that one. 1,327 is the 217th prime. When you write out 217, you get 88. Remember Back to the Future? They go 88 miles per hour to time travel. We're talking about going super fast, which theoretically to time travel, you got to go extremely fast. 217, 88 connects to time, the analemma, the sun and the moon. Also 92, like today, 9/2. 241 is the 53rd prime. But I wanted to add those points in. I think it's very clear what these people are doing. Again, they could have used Gatwick, but they didn't have the Israel or Saturn numbers. They didn't have the numbers for Israel or Saturn. But then Heathrow does. Gatwick doesn't. I'm just trying to show you. I'm trying to compare, because people don't do this. They ask, how do you know it's this? How do you know you're not cherry picking? How do you know, you're not pulling this out of pulling that? It's like, it's called doing A/B testing like a fucking sane person would do. If you're not doing this type of research, it's because there's something wrong upstairs. It really has to be. If you couldn't do something as simple as type the other major airport in England, see how it doesn't fit the pattern as well as this, and figure, oh, maybe there's something to this. So I just really gave you the big clue here. Now you know exactly what to do, how to decode this nonsense, how to see throughout the agenda. Peace out.